What is going on, guys? Welcome to episode 2 of my Manchester United FIFA 19 career mode series. Thanks for the great response on the first episode. Make sure you do leave another like at the start of this episode. That would be greatly appreciated. We did make a few signings in the first one, and in the first episode there, that was one of the biggest ones there. Definitely one of them, Milinkovic-Savic. Really excited to use him. So there he is, excited for the debut. Expectations high for him, most definitely as well. But definitely excited to use him in the team. So we got a few more of the preseason matches to simulate through, and then basically we are going to get straight into the start of the season. There may be some other transfer news as well, so look out for that. So I thought we should actually get into a couple players we've put on the short list. A couple players at the top of the comments that were thumbs up a lot. Coulibaly, 88 overall. Beastly is 27, a bit older, but we want to bring in a quality centre back, and he's exactly of that. Like you can see, like 94 strength, absolutely beastly. He'll be good for a few seasons, most definitely. Like honestly, he'll be better than anyone else will have. So yeah, we've got him there. So you can see it's going to be a lot of money though. So let me know if we spend it. And then also Felix was another one that was suggested multiple times. So we've got him in mind. He hasn't got a face. I always find it weird. They've got like just show their face in the game as their profile picture. What's the harm in that? Surely EA, that's not a tough thing. Well, it is EA after all. So yeah, we'll just leave that for a bit, especially with Coulibaly. Maybe we'll try and sell a couple other players first just to get a bit more funds. You might say, oh, we've got the money there, but we still want to keep a bit of breathing room, you know. See there, we get an offer for Ashley Young, an older player in the team, doesn't have a long-term future, so we really got to keep it in mind. I think we do need to negotiate for these. I guess we don't need to get so much. We don't need to try and get exactly the most, and maybe just try and move him on, because eventually, yeah, he will leave and retire at the end, only go down in his overall. So we do have to, unfortunately, consider, because how FIFA career mode is. Also, not to forget, Fosu Mensah's out on loan, so he'll come back next season. Valencia will be the starting right back for this season. So we've got Dalot, I think Dalot and Fosu Mensah for the future. So I don't exactly think they need to be replaced as such, or for that position. Someone like Ashley Young doesn't need to. But he is in the final year of his contract. So I think how things would have played out, we would have sold him. So let him go out of his contract, let it run out. So we'll try and get some money for him. So they want that deal for about 4.2 million. Let's just try and increase it a little bit. If we can try and get it 5 million, see what they think. Not a major increase. Let's see if they're going to accept that. Yep, okay. Yeah, we're happy with that, especially for a player running out his contract to get it above his value. Let me know what you think. I don't think we could have got it too much more, honestly. So that kind of frees up a player we don't really need to replace as such, because of the players I mentioned at right back. So there we are. We just continue to simulate that semi-final against Roma, get through that, because you know we want to get into the start of the season. And we switched up to a 4-3-3 attack. That's definitely going to suit my style of play. I feel like I'm alright defensively, but just then in terms of being more attacking, so create a lot of chances. So let's just get into this one. Hopefully the lads can get the job done against Roma on penalties. How about that? Just creeped over the line. Unfortunately, can't actually see who scored the penalties there, but we will take that. So we get prize money, so it's going to help. I reckon we can go for the move for Coulibaly, I reckon, especially we get an offer for Juan Mata now as well from Juventus. I did actually transfer list him, another one that you guys suggested we should try and move on. So yeah, we think that's the best option. Could open for a fee for another winger to bring in, right midfield or left wing. First team, like that Felix was more a young player. But also Diogo Dalot there. We're just going to do this training session and see how they come along. Don't forget Greenwood, a future striker. I think he can develop pretty nicely. Gets about mid-80s at his very best. So yeah, some good talents there, isn't it? So again, because he is a listed player for us on the transfer list, we can't expect to get him for too much. Honestly, we were happy to get a bid for him because he's on a lot of wages. So yeah, we don't want to be too stingent with it. Just try and get a good deal. Still, trying to move him on is still the most important thing, I reckon. Like, over getting the completely best fee or something like that, or the highest amount of money. If we try and put 20 million We'll go 20 million. Like, honestly, we'll be pretty happy with that, honestly. 20 million for Juan Mata at 30 years of age. We have him listed. And especially, yeah, on the wages he's on, that frees up how much. Obviously, we can change the wage budget, but yeah, he's on 135k. So let's see what they think of that. Yeah, they don't want it to fall through. So generally when it says that, it's like, that's a little more than we wanted to pay, but we don't want it to go through. That's the way I take it anyway. So yeah, I'm happy with that fee. What do you guys think of that for Juan Mata? And I think equally with that money is pretty decent, but that, yeah, to get that wages relief, 135k, even more so. So both him and Ashley Young, that's freeing up over 200k on the wages, along with 25 mil coming in as well. And here's another one who we have listed, Phil Jones. So who would be a direct replacement? So we get the deal for him. And yeah, getting rid of these older guys. He's only 26. Does anyone think Phil Jones or Phil Jones, like that he's older? That he's almost 30? Feels like he's been around for ages. So let's try and negotiate his fee as well. Again, we won't expect too much more. Maybe if we can up that, which will be like about 15 more, or up to 15 million, which is like 5 more. Yeah, 5 more million, I think. We'll accept 15 mil. That's 4 more higher than his value, though. Let's see what they think about that. Okay, it's more than they're prepared to offer, so we gotta consider that, and maybe just increase it a little bit more. If we go 13. Kind of a midway. If we meet midway there, roundabouts. Anyway, I reckon that could get accepted. Yep. Again, once more, not willing to part with him so easily. They're willing to give it in order to seal the deal. So I feel, again, we got a fee a little bit more that they were planning to pay at least. So with those, I think all those fees together, I know they're maybe individually not so much. Well, yeah, Juan Mata, 20 million, pretty good. And even Phil Jones, he's on 93k. So yeah, these guys who may not even would have played much anyway, and we add that money all together from the weekly wages freed up, and then the value of the transfers coming in. It's pretty decent money for the amount I reckon they would have played throughout the season, which wouldn't have been so much in comparison. Interestingly, we get another offer for Jones. That one is from Leicester City. And Young got sold as well. So I think we'll look for the same fee if we just try and negotiate that pretty quickly. There's some interest, but you can see the level of the team that's interested. That's always a good kind of comparison if you should keep the player or not. If it's a worse team than yours, yeah. Obviously, they could have different uses in the squad, so I think we'll just do 13 million as well as that. I'd like to think it will get accepted. Yep, 13 million. They probably could have paid a little bit more thinking about it, just how that got negotiated. But yeah, we'll take it. Just to not waste so much time on it. And Young sold as well. Obviously, we don't get all the money, but we get 4 million of 5, so that's alright. And then Felix, we can take a look at him, but I think we're just going to leave it for now. Maybe like later in the window, because we don't want to spend so much time on this episode in transfers. But yeah, 75 overall. Keep in mind, just not. I don't like it when the player doesn't have a profile photo. That's me personally. I don't like to sign those kinds of players. He's a good talent though, no doubt. No doubt. So we will get into this one, simulate the final game of the pre-season. It will be nice to make the absolute profit. To make the absolute profit here and win the final. Another penalty win. Eric Bay, actually, a late goal, 86th minute. So sneaking over the line in the last couple, but it's good enough, lads. So that's a perfect pre-season. Again, not going to take too much credit for it. It's just nice to win because we didn't play the matches, but yeah, it was nice to win them, and we'll definitely get into a Premier League game. But with that done, and because our transfer money now, we're still waiting for some to come through, we do have enough in the bank to sign Coulibaly. So that's what we will do now. A big signing, 88 overall. So we just see, might have to offer somewhere in between 70 million and 100 million, or 106. So, yeah, that's big. That's a fee you'd normally in the past expect for the very best, like Messi, Ronaldo types. So let's go. So, transfer fee. We're not going to, again, we won't waste too much time, but we'll put an initial bid, 75 mil. The minimum was about 70, so I think that won't be a bad place to start, because that's still huge. That's still huge money. Okay, see, look at that. Might have to negotiate this a bit right here. So, counter, remove the salon clause. Let's see. 80... How about we go 82? 82 million. I was thinking 80... let's just go 85. I like that. 82. I mean, you got either 80 million or 85, I reckon. We just go 85, and I think this will get accepted, though, if we go 85. Well, see, that didn't even get it. So maybe, again, try and get somewhere in between. Not mathematically, but not 90 million. It's a lot. It's a lot, and I think he'll still be worth it, though, because he's crazy good. This should get accepted, no doubt. And, yeah, it does. After some negotiating, that's big money for them to pocket. But he's a star. Why is he hitting me on the backside right there, mate? That's a bit sus, to be honest. But anyway, let's go into negotiate the contract for Coulibaly. Again, just to round up his attributes is like, oh, you just paid 90 mil for him. Yeah, look how strong, how beastly he is. He's definitely a big defender. You can say that with relative ease. Attackers will be so scared to come up against him, and he's not slow as well, pretty quick. So, yeah, and he's not just strong. He's got really strong tackling attributes as well. So, perfect centre-back in my view. But first up, we have to talk about his role. We'll accept crucial, no doubt. Yeah, for sure. He's going to be so crucial to the team. He's going to be starting most matches. 4-year deal at 27. I think that's pretty perfect. 5 years, maybe I thought 1 year too many. Even though I still think he'll be good at that age. We've got to keep that in mind. No release clause, we take that as well. We're getting him in the prime of his career, honestly. 27. Yeah, the next few years he'll be really good. 27, 28, 29. Should be at his absolute best. And with the wages, once more, I feel like we're just going to offer that. It says the wage budget 0, but we'll just accept that for sure it's not too bad. The actual wage is lower than what he's on. So, yeah, we're happy with that. The sign-on bonuses, the signing bonus appearances. Yeah, just so we're not wasting time messing around here. And we can get our big man. They look happy with that. We are too. Very excited. Very excited to have him part of the defense. Especially because you guys suggested him. So it's good to, sign him. So leave a thumbs up if you agree with that. Yeah, if you agree with that signing. There he is. Take a look at him. Take a look at him. The big £90 million signing. He looks like a force to be reckoned with, doesn't he, guys? Oh, teams should be scared. Teams should be scared. And there's the sale of one matter. So that, Jones as well. Obviously one of them. Marseille turned down. So I suppose it was good Leicester City came in with a bid and we negotiated that. Matter that goes through as well. But first, checking the finances, we'll just set up these training drills once more. Gomez gets the best rating there, a B, not too bad. The rest was D's there. So I don't mind Lindelof, but of course, with Coulibaly coming in, we bring him in there. We might drop like Rojo, maybe Darmian. We still got Darmian. I feel like he's a forgotten player a bit. Probably should we try and sell him as well. But we don't want to ship out too many if we're not going to replace them. So maybe Lindelof ahead of Smalling. See, the thing, some people said sell Smalling, but he's got great strength. You can't deny that he's a beastly, at least with his strength. If you use him in game, you can definitely see that. But anyway, having Bate, don't forget about him. He's so good. I've always think he's been a beastly type, but then Coulibaly is just next level. So yeah, them two together, that's gonna be tough to stop. So yeah, if you like the signings, like I said, leave a thumbs up. If you disagree with them, fair enough, let me know why. But hopefully majority of you guys agree with the signings. And just to give you a look there, we might just negotiate that a little bit. Having 0 in the wage budget doesn't look good. We still got plenty, if we just move it around like that. Still decent amount transfer budget. How about that? Number 13 and signed for 13 million. Oh, I find that funny. Then another training session available as we get closer and closer to the start of the season. And we will be getting into a match, the first game of the season, to see our signings in action. So you can see them all there. Coulibaly in centre-back, Milinkovic-Savic central midfielder, Havertz as well in the 4-3-3 attack will be that attacking midfielder. And yeah, I like that. Some people mention about Lukaku, but I want to see how he goes. I want to see how he goes with a lot of players around him, can create a lot of chances. You know, he still is beastly. Get it on his head. Yeah, you know he can finish. And especially the fact replacing like a world-class striker or bringing in a world-class striker or a similar rating, it might seem like an unrealistic player, like a player of a big quality. But Man United, top teams, are supposed to sign world-class players. So that Scout has returned as well. We get an offer for Valencia, but yeah, Valencia we don't want to be selling. We want to be keeping him. So we'll leave that. Even Chris Smalling, because I don't want to be selling too many players. So I've rejected those. The Scout did return as well, so we're going to see who we did get from that. That's a bit disappointing. Don't you hate that? But what can you do? What can you do? Wasted a Scouter future star because really he's not going to be good enough. Get a Scouter player like that, I wouldn't sign him up. So unfortunately, Luis Gonzalo, we're going to have to leave him out. But really, he's in the youth squad. But we have to release him. He's not going to... Unless maybe maybe leave for a couple months. But no, he won't get an update like Scout. We'll leave it. We'll leave him there. You guys probably will say release him. That's what I want to do, but... just in case. See what you guys say, but I think you'll think to release him. As we'll have another training sesh here. Or Gomez. Training really, really well. And A there, one of Greenwood's as well. So... alright, yeah, he'll get into the 70s. Greenwood, we could give him a chance. We could give him a chance in games. And he pushes to 70 overall. Yeah, he could still do a decent job. So heading into the first game of the season, now we should get through the monthly scouting update. Our first one from England. So let's hope this one will be a bit better than, yeah, that Scouter Future Star. Because it was more like Scouter Future Dud. Henry Allen, no. Ooh, this is what we're talking about. J Hall, yes. Any of the others look decent? No. Reject worthy, but that's fair enough. Billy Wright, no. Billy wrong. Henry Allen, reject. But J Hall, minimum potential 79. This lad could be something special. He's probably a defensive-minded player, or he is a defensive-minded player for sure, judging of those. Like best positions. It could be central midfield as well, I think. Yeah, nice attributes. If you take a look there, yeah, stamina, strength, speed, jumping, acceleration. Could it be another beast? Yeah, most definitely. I think he's an exciting player for a first proper youth player to bring through. English. So, let's go. So, expectations are high for Coulibaly debut. Take a look at this, guys. Take a look at this. But by the looks of things, it looks like he's already played a match. Do you ever found that weird? I guess because it's not like a training session. There's the crowd and everything. So either way, we will be getting into it against Leicester. Excited for this. It's been a big episode building up some more transfers. But we will be getting into this game. Hopefully starting well. Once more, I'd just like to go through the settings before the first game of the season, the first proper game of the series as well. I find it interesting you can actually change the weather. Imagine you can do that in real life. But anyway, yeah, 5 minutes and then I never touch the sliders. Never ever touch the sliders. Leave them exactly as is. We play on the hardest difficulty with no adjustments as well. So yeah, hopefully you guys will just know that and stuff. Because people ask me what difficulty I play on. And you can see before the start of the match says ultimate. So hardest difficulty, no changes to the sliders. Let's get into this first game of the season. You see Havertz, Milinkovic-Savic, Coulibaly all making their debuts. Let's go.
Well, here he is, the debut boy. Certainly one of the most interesting features of the match we're about to bring you. And it's live. Hi there everybody, Martin Tyler here along with Alan Smith. We're back with you and Premier League football is back with you. We've got the opening game of the season. Today's game, Manchester United against Leicester City.
Can't wait for this one. Opening day, always special. And the home team here, they really do fancy themselves to attain a Champions League place. They've got the players to do it. And they're coming up against a side that's probably not going to trouble the silverware places, but for me, they're a mid-table team. I don't think they're going to go down. They've got too many good players for that, but maybe one of those consolidating seasons.
Number 9, Romelu Lukaku.
Just the single change for Manchester United. David De Gea starts in goal. Antonio Valencia starts with Luke Shaw as the fullbacks. Romelu Lukaku is the sole striker today. This is the Leicester City lineup. Kasper Schmeichel starts in goal. Phil Jones starts, making his debut for the club. And in attack, Kelechi Iheanacho. A scene of so many triumphs in the Premier League era, particularly under Alex Ferguson's management. Now a stand named after him, quite rightly so, Alan.
Yeah, without question. He sits up there, proudly watching his old team. Most home games. It is a magnificent stadium. Always enjoy coming here.
But let's get it going now. The intro, come on Manchester United, to kick things off at home the perfect way as well. Paul Pogba on the ball. Definitely try and introduce these lads into the team. There is Coulibaly. Like him, huge. He almost makes Bay look a bit shorter when normally he looks like the beast at the back. And Pogba as well. Here we go. Lukaku. All these tall beasts in the team. And Marcus Rashford. Oh, with the skills. Marcus Rashford has them skills. Has them skills. Ooh. Created that pretty well, but unfortunately it's cleared. Exciting way to start, hey? Lukaku is going to turn around there with a bit of skill. Sets up Pogba. Thinking about it for a second. Havertz, look at the skill. Look at the skill! And he almost scores on debut. About the first 12 minutes in. Pogba waiting patiently. Milinkovic-Savic. Can he turn past his man, then take a shot? It's on target. But lacked a bit of power. So we're getting chances, guys. Now maybe. Feeding Martial. Feeding Martial. Anthony Martial, who's just about to take the shot. Ooh, we powered that up, but it took too long to execute. Come on, Luke Shaw, leap. And he does to win it. Havertz. Ooh, Pogba, did you see that turn? The swift little turn. Oh, Rashford. He's got strength on that occasion, and he gets past. Can we go far post? Martial was never in the position to win it, sadly. But Havertz. Paul Pogba! I was powering up to shoot. Bruv. How do you cockblock me like that? I was powering up to shoot. Oh my days. Yeah, they're like, oh, what a relief. What a relief the ref blew it there. He could have conceded. Paul Pogba was in a perfect position. He was powering up, mate. That's like when you're in the club talking to this girl, then her friends come and just basically, like I said, cockblock you. But yeah, pretty disappointing that we don't score a goal in that first half. I think we did fairly alright. Created chances, don't forget. I mean, Phil Jones is playing for Leicester, so we've got to score, surely. I reckon second half. The second half is when, yeah, they get open a bit more. I could go further with the references with girls as well. You meet at the club. They get a bit more open as the night goes on, but yeah, we'll leave it at that. So, come on, second half. Told you, that's when we get things going. Come on, the ball, can we get this through? No, not like that. Now Lukaku. I hate when the passes get blocked. Now Pogba. The chance could be opening now for him. Pogba. Now Milinkovic-Savic. Just trying to create space for himself or get it to someone. Get it to someone that could. Pogba! Oh, who knows? I want to see the replay. Hopefully he has a good camera for this replay. So, oh yeah, perfect. Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba, look at him. Well, it was going on target. That was going on target for sure. But again, maybe... Okay, they're making changes. We won't make a change just yet. Still early enough. Still early enough. Yeah, I think we go to Rashford. He's got decent attributes there for the corners. Oh, is that too close to the keeper? Well, it's still alive for us. Havertz to go to Valencia. Can Pogba? Oh, I couldn't get past. Executed the skill, but not quite. Go.
And you can join us on EA Sports for that.
Oh, good turn. Now Martial. Oh, cut in nicely. Look how many players they have back though. Ah, again. Guys, don't you hate that? Don't you hate that? When you didn't pass to that player, his CPU control. I had no control over Lukaku whatsoever. That is kind of annoying, though. Don't you hate that? Player in my control wasn't offside, and I didn't try and pass to him while I was offside, so yeah, a bit annoying. Just wait for that run through. Well, then we go through the middle. Lukaku almost finding his way through, so it's honestly, they're quite hard to break down right now.
20 minutes to go.
Look, see, now it's opening. I told you. Last 20 minutes, this is where chances are going to come. But at the same time, the time runs out quickly once you get to this time of the game. Oh, Martial, so much space, has to size it up. How didn't I finish that, my golly gosh? Golly gosh, golly gosh. How did I not finish that? I aimed more wide of the keeper, but... Man, missed everything as well. Keeper didn't even save it, man. Ooh, what we're going to do is bring on Fred. Havertz, he did alright, but he's still only that 81 overall. Let's put Pogba more advanced position. Hopefully you guys agree with that. And honestly, I'm going to take off Lukaku, bring on Lingard, and put Rashford as striker. I think we need that pacey guy as striker. Maybe what you guys think about Lukaku might be correct, honestly. Come on. Good look. He looks good on paper, I reckon. Looks really strong. Looks like a beastly striker, but you need that. You need that pacey guy through the middle. So hopefully Lingard can do something coming on late in the game. You can see it's opening up. It's just the fact of finishing the chances. And the big thing is, obviously we signed someone like Coulibaly, 90 million. But he's not an attacking player. He's not going to be a match winner in terms of scoring at least. Maybe saving goals. Now Fred, who's just on. He's just on. Now Rashford. We put him... The turn was so slow, man. Now this is where we're getting a bit more frustrated with how the game is going. Because we're not getting the breakthrough. And we're waiting. We're waiting for it. Pogba, he was... Man, how is that not a free kick, mate? I had to take the shot because it wasn't going to be... How did you see how he touched him there, man? Far. Just a sneaky... And it affected the shot. I hate watching the instant replay, but look at this. How is that... Should have been a free kick in a great position for us, and... Yeah, who knows what would have happened. Come on, man. Impeded him, and we were on.
Manchester United looking for
Come on, Coulibaly. We're relying to get him forward, yeah? The big £90 million signing. Pogba creating space. See, here he is. We can't expect him to score, surely. So set it up. Unfortunately, he can't pass to himself. If only Rashford was that strong. Man, see, this is probably going to end 0-0. And this is playing the 4-3-3 attack. We've had bare chances, though, man. So many chances. But everything going to them late. That's how it goes.
Got the opposition backpedaling a little
Martial. Here we go. This is probably going to be the last chance of the game. Go long. Go long. Come on, you got to be faster. Get to it quicker. Mate. Frustrating, because that's going to be it. Oh, Pogba, what are you doing? Why are you sticking your leg up like that? We're alluding to some earlier references, but so it's going to end like that. It's going to end like that. Come on. I think I broke my controller as well in the process. Tried to clear it quickly. Well, that's probably going to be it. Ref is going to blow on his whistle, and that's about the only action he gets. So I'm just so frustrated because we did have so many chances. We had plenty of chances in that match. We just couldn't finish. Okay, maybe not an insane amount, but we had a couple that we could have finished. So 0-0. And you talk about, okay, maybe don't make too many signings, but I reckon we need a bigger and better striker than Lukaku. Someone who's going to be clinical. People talk about how Mbappe is realistic, or unrealistic, but to be honest, we need someone dominant like that in attack as our main striker. Not someone that's too slow like Lukaku. We need someone who can sprint past and stuff when we play balls through. So that, yeah, that's just the way it is. We get a chat offer for sure, but right now we don't want to consider that. So after that, we're going to leave it there. I know a bit disappointing because it's a draw. We didn't get the win there. So yeah, that's what we think. If we take a look at our budget. Now, we still got money there. So honestly, I'm going to need to go. We'll just delete that message from Shaw. We need to go after another big, at least winger. Maybe we put Rashford striker. We need to go after a pacey, skillful player to add to those stocks with us. Another player that can be like Martial and Rashford, but that can play striker because, yeah, Lukaku, maybe he can do well in holding up the ball, but then in terms of another player to play into, yeah, we don't want the striker to be doing that, honestly. We need someone that's, yeah, a bit more pacey. You say he is quick, but he's not agile enough. He's not agile. It's the agility. You say, oh, he's 90 sprint speed. But yeah, he just feels too slow on the ball in terms of turning and stuff like that. It comes with that kind of strength. So yeah, let me know on a big striker to bring in that will be able to finish our chances and get a bit more space around the box. Like I said, make sure you leave a thumbs up on the video, guys. Let's try and get this one to 300 likes. I'll greatly appreciate that for this second episode. And I'll see you guys in the very next one.